Alright, shalom, shalom. This is the brother Marwan coming to you with another lesson, all in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai. I want to give all the praises, honor, and glory, first and foremost to Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, Ba'Shem Kakadash. Double honors as always to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone who rule well, and peace and blessings to the brothers out there that's committed to doing this work in the name of Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahweh Shai, with truth and sincerity, breaking down the strongholds spiritually. Through this word, man. That's what happens when we bring forth this word, man. It's breaking this place down spiritually, man. That's why the earth is crumbling, man. Because the real Israel is waking up and fulfilling, delivering the word of the Lord, man. His prophecy. So I just want to show a couple of articles, man, because, like I said, this world is falling apart, man. And it's different levels, Here, people are just starting to worry about energy bills and food costs, cost of living crisis, as they call it. And this, people are only just really talking about it, but they've been talking about this since the beginning of the year, really. As it's been the forefront in the news. But this thing has been going on for some time, and this is all part of the elite's plans, to get you where they want you to get, where they want to get you. And I just wanted to show you this one first. This guy, I can't remember what he was going to tell you, I think, but let me just read it. Oh yeah, the Chancellor. Is he the Chancellor of the Exchequer? Because I don't really follow these politicians, man. And I'm not gonna lie to you. But I think he's in charge of the finances. So it says Nadim Zahawi tells people they will have to start rationing their energy use to save money because there is a war on. After 24 million Britons are left facing 80% energy price cap rise in October. Now, you think this guy, he's going to be rationing his electric bills, man? These politicians have money coming out of their backsides. Let's keep it real, man. They're sitting up in their palaces, telling you how you're supposed to ration your food and your money and whatever else you got, or what you don't have. Yet they're sitting there and they're allowing these major corporations who they work for, that's their real bosses, they're allowing them to rake in obscene amounts of profits whilst raising the prices on your bills. And they don't expect you to pay. Okay, they don't expect you to pay. These people aren't stupid. They don't expect you to just conjure up some money from nowhere to pay these bills. It just doesn't work like that. It's just to force people into submission, into what's the word I'm looking for? Dependency on said governments, man. And they always have these proud looks on their faces, man. Chancellor Nadim Zahawi told broadcasters the reality is we should all look to our energy consumption. And that's just a straight up piss take, man. That's a piss take. Ofgem price cap rise announced today will send average household yearly bill up to from 1,971 to 3,500 basically. Today, money-saving expert Martin Lewis warned people could die this winter due to high energy costs. Because there are some people that are going to have to choose between having a warm house or food on the table, alright? And that's a reality now. That's a stark reality, man. This is Great Britain after all, and look at it. In fact, a scripture just came to my mind, man. I'm gonna have to get it. Let me go. Let me just get in. Can't remember exactly where it is now. Yeah. Oh yeah, of course. Proverbs 29:2 says, "When the righteous are in authority, the people rejoice. But when the wicked beareth rule, the people mourn." And the wicked beareth rule, man. That's why everything is the way it is. These people don't understand how to run, the civilizations, to run the countries, to watch over their citizens, man. They're just here to take. The thief cometh not but to kill, steal, kill, and destroy. If I'm paraphrasing, that's what they're about, man. Take until they can't take anymore. They want to leave people in desperate measures, man. To be where they come desperate and start doing some mad things, man. Like jumping from this one, I just wanted to show something else. Where is it? Yeah. RT, look what they done to RT, man. You can't. They've basically done all they can to block people from using it, but they can't really block the app. But you can't see any pictures on it. But anyway, so it says police preparing for unrest this winter. All right. This is what they want. They want the unrest, man. They want the unrest. People are begging for the governments for help. People are gonna be doing some madness, man. Soon, when money becomes tight, people don't really understand how deep this is going and what the end game is. The end game is that, like I said previously, that government dependency, man. World Economic Forum, universal basic income. You just read into those things and you'll see. All right. This is how they're gonna make that final push, forcing people into desperate acts so they can bring about that's how they always do things. They push you into a corner until things get so bad that they have to create new things, new ways, new laws. So it says rising living costs could prompt an increase in burglary and blackmail, police chiefs have reportedly warned. People are going to need money, man. People are going to need money for everything. To light and warm their houses, to travel to work so they can get paid. To eat food, to feed their children, to put clothes on their back. That the time for worrying about disposable income so you can go out on the weekend and drink and eat and be merry, that's coming to an end then. The time of mirth is coming to an end. I'm not going to go into these topics. I'm just using the headlines basically just for a lesson, just to bring out the scriptures, man. The document compiled by police chiefs warns that economic turmoil and financial instability may lead to an increase in offences such as shoplifting. Of course, it was not may, it will. That's why you get in the poorest areas, the so-called ghettos, high crime rates, man. And a side note, look into the etymology of the word ghetto, man, and you'll be surprised what it says. And I'll tell you what it says. In most cases, it says the place where Jews are compelled to live. All right, and they're really talking about, those JOOSs out there in Israeli land, but really and truly, man, through the Spirit, it's really talking about us. Yes, the real Israelites, the so-called blacks, Latinos, Native Americans, Seminole Indians, Mexicans, whatever you want to say, and obviously the people of our people that don't look like our people, and that speckled bird. All right. Prolonged and painful economic pressure could create a risk of greater civil unrest, similar to the London riots of 2011. The paper is quoted as saying, and that was over some guy. I don't want to be derogatory of the man, but this south of this country got torn apart, and some places in the north over some guy getting killed by the policeman. And he wasn't a righteous man. Like I said, I'm not trying to talk ill, but the truth of the matter is he wasn't a righteous man. Look what they did over that. So what's going to happen when it's real issues like your food, your paper? You know how people start getting when you're messing with their money and that. All right. It says the Daily Mail has reported that this winter could see people told, not to cook until after 8 p.m. and not to use washing machines or dishwashers between 2 p.m. and 8 p.m. as part of energy rationing. Pubs may be ordered to close at 9 p.m. and schools could switch to 3-day weeks. And this is all because these fat cats of these corporations refuse to stand down and just be have some sort of integrity and not take the piss out of the people, charging them all this money for stuff that they've been making money hand over fist. These bosses of these companies have been getting £1 million bonuses, man. And here they are asking the common people for more money they don't have. It's wickedness in its highest form. Anyway, I just want to bring a couple of scriptures, man, because this is it's the time we're in. At the end of the day, this is all prophecy, all right. See, it's not really Esau's plan is the Lord's plan, all right. Really and truly, that's how it works. This is all from the Most High, all right. These are things that must happen. So Ecclesiastes 39, and I'm gonna jump down to 28. It says, there be spirits that are created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they power out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. So all these wicked spirits, these evil spirits, they're still made by the Most High, and he's sending them out there for punishment, man. Fire and hail and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance, and it's crazy, man. You know, you got these fires that were happening in the crazy heat that the Lord was bringing this summer. You got the hail that's been coming down in Spain, smashing out people's car windows. They even killed a toddler, according to the news reports, man. You know, people are not being able to eat because they can't afford it. You know, and there's been plenty of death, man. Plenty. You know, plenty of death, and especially with those celebrity types as well. The Lord's been taking them out left, right, and centre. Yeah, it says fire and hail and famine and death. All these were created for vengeance, man. Because the Lord's angry, man. He's angry with the people on this planet and the way they've been moving. All right. So it's time for punishment. It's time for amendment. Let's see. Why is it not searching? Why is that not working? Alright, I'll try and find that somewhere else. Anyway, let me get this. What am I doing? So like, pay attention. Right, Ecclesiasticus 40. This is a good one anyway. Ecclesiasticus 40:9, it says, death and bloodshed, strife and the sword, calamities, famine, tribulation and the scourge. These things are created for the wicked, and for their sakes came the flood. Going back to the time of Noah, man. This is, there was a high, iniquity was at an all-time high, man. So what did the Lord do? He sent the floods, man, to wash away all the filth, and he saved but a few, man. Eight people, man. Noah, his wife, his sons, and their wives, man. And that was it, and they had to replenish the earth, man. But now, what's going to come is not the flood this time for cleansing, but that nuclear fire, man. That's on its way. But first, the Lord's going to start meting out vengeance in all these different ways, man, with those spirits. Those spirits that are created for it. Especially, that's what the Lord's basically saying. They're spirits created for vengeance, man. That's their job. Simple as, all right, just to mete out death, destruction, famine, pain, sorrow. These Christians, man. We always go back to these Christians, man, but they're just wicked. These pastors in these churches, man. I was talking to a family member of mine about the scriptures and that. That he's a believer in the Most High and stuff. And I was talking and he agreed, man. These preachers, they don't tell you about the prophecies, man. They should be out, but then they're telling the congregation what's to come, and they're not doing that. They're not giving any warning, man. In fact, let me just quickly get something that just popped into my mind. Am I in the right place? Oh, actually, that's not what I want. Yeah, this is not what I want, but this will work. Joel 2:1 says, blow ye the trumpet in Zion, and sound an alarm in my holy mountain. Let all the inhabitants of the land tremble, for the day of the Lord cometh, and for it is nigh at hand. Alright. It says, a day of darkness and of gloominess, a day of clouds and of thick darkness, as the morning spread upon the mountains, a great people and a strong. There have not been ever the like, neither shall be any more after it, even to the years of many generations. Imagine teaching this in the churches, man. There people will be getting up and leaving because they don't go there for that. They go there for the smooth things, man. They go there for the smooth things, but it's time that these people start to learn the truth, man. That time is over, all right. Bad times are coming, and if you don't have any warning, then you're in serious trouble. And this is our job to warn our people, man. 2 Ezra 15:18, it says, because of their pride, the city shall be troubled, the houses shall be destroyed, and men shall be afraid. A man shall have no pity upon his neighbor, but shall destroy their houses with the sword. Right, going back to that, the possible crime wave this winter due to this cost of living crisis, man. It said that. Burglaries, robberies, people running up in your house, mugging you in the streets because they don't have anything. And spoil their goods because of the lack of bread and for great tribulation. Do people really understand what's coming? Some people do, but the majority of these people are just going to die, man. Or they're going to be in serious pain. And that's just the way it is, man. You know, the scripture doesn't teach just pure, just niceness, man. The majority of it is warnings, man, and prophecy. All right. Second Ezra 6 and 22 says, "And suddenly shall the sown places appear unsown; the full storehouses shall suddenly be found empty." You know, you got this Brexit business. People think the shelves becoming empty. Farmers, you know, getting into another topic. Farmers having to destroy crops and livestock and all this because they're trying to force famines, man. They're trying to force famines, man. But look, ultimately, you know, us men of the law, we're not sad about this, man. We want this to happen, all right? Because what? It it means that we're that's one step closer to getting out of this wicked place, man. Yahweh Shai coming back, redeeming his people, building up the nation, destroying the Edomites, man, putting them in subjection, putting these other heathens in their place, man. Righteousness on the earth, all these things, man. We're looking forward to, man. And just living nice and living good, man. We're not having to worry anymore. And being in our rightful position on the earth, man. I'll read this and I'll close out on this one. 2 Ezra 16 and 18 says, "The beginning of sorrows and great mournings, the beginning of famine and great death, the beginning of wars, and the power shall stand in fear, the beginning of evils. What shall I do when these evils shall come?" And the answer to that is wisdom and wisdom and knowledge should be the stability of our times, man. Alright? Behold, famine and plague and tribulation and anguish are sent as scourges for amendment. That's what I was looking for. You know, this is for amendment, man. To make things right. When you amend something, you're correcting it. Verse 21, I jumped in this one. "Behold, victuals shall be so good, cheap upon earth, that they shall think themselves to be in good case. And even then shall evils grow upon earth, sword, famine, and great confusion. For many of them that dwell upon earth shall perish of famine, and the other that escape the hunger shall the sword destroy." People are on social media going on like the earth, you know, everything on earth is rosy right now. Not everybody, but you still got people going around living their best lives, man. Like they can't get touched by what's coming, man. Everyone's gonna get touched. All right. It's happening. This is happening. All right. Anyway, I'm gonna close out on that. Lord willing, this was an edifying lesson. I pray, as always, that it was. And give all praises, honor, and glory once more unto Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai, Bahashem Rakah Kodash. Double honor to the apostles and the elders of Great Millstone. Peace and blessings to the Arkham doing this work in truth and in sincerity. And much blessings to the Arkoff out there as well. You know, that believe on Yahweh, Bahashem Yahweh Shai. Kwame Sharala, man, because we're nearly out of here, man. So with that, I'll say Shalom.